Visitors to the Galleria of the Denver Center for the Performing Arts are discovering a new gallery when they look around before attending a performance. The Next Stage Collaborative is a joint project of the University of Colorado College of Art and Media and Denver Arts and Venues. Inside the space, across from the Buell Theater, is an amazing interactive experience that shows off the work of students and faculty who are creating alternate reality.
This is our augmented reality.
Walking into the Next Stage Collaborative, our student docent Brandon Vargas first shows us augmented reality, where what you see is augmented by digital technology.
As soon as you hold up the iPad up to the posters, the technology actually recognizes it as, say a QR code or a basic barcode. All these posters are registered onto an online database that when the camera picks up, it plays whatever we tagged to it. And once it sees the cow, it'll recognize it. And this is an animation that I worked with 4 other students to create.
These posters show water conservation tips. Now imagine the same technique for looking at a painting.
Fine art points of have the painting move or flow, or you can even show the process in which the artist did it. You can do all sorts of things with this. You can pull apart the layers of the paint to show something underneath.
There are half a dozen displays here in the gallery, created by students and faculty of the University of Colorado Denver College of Arts and Media. Each one, Brandon says, is a conversation starter, a way to show how the technology might be put to practical use.
Its potential for it is phenomenal. Now that we have this in our university library, we can use it for all sorts of things, from commercial to educational.
For example, in a natural history museum, bringing animal scenes to life.
If we can have something like this in front of each of the windows and show animals moving across, what their behavior might be like when there's more people in front of it, I think we can actually potentially create a virtual zoo.
It's one of the most exciting times for creative people and the creative industries.
The Dean of the College of Arts and Media, Lawrence Captain, says this partnership with the City of Denver is allowing students to show what they can do to Galleria visitors who gain an understanding of the uses of digital technology.
We're one of the few schools in the country that has a digital design program. Most schools, you look in their catalog, graphic arts or graphic design. They're working on the paper. Our students are working on the screen, and they're working on motion graphics. They're working on things you can touch and feel and be a part of. So it's very much the new.
Doctors that come in here actually really love this program.
Next, Brandon shows us virtual reality, the experience using a headset which immerses you in an entirely digital world.
So it shows a 3D model of this heart that I can actually see. I can look up and I see the head, I can look down, I can see more of the circulation system. It's made for doctors and surgeons to have a more intimate interaction with the organ they might be operating on. Not only that, but also has a potential to educate the layman.
Our two-dimensional camera is challenged in showing you this next part.
This one is the very first application of fine art that I've seen in virtual reality. This is essentially a painting, except in the media of virtual reality. The piece is called A Dwelling for a New Man.
Here, faculty member Brian Leister has combined sight, sound, and touch.
We generate the touch curves and calibrate it for general touch. And so the actual plant feeds information back into the computer that's read through this little module here. Yeah, isn't that amazing? It's drastically different to interact with it in the space and then see it in the virtual space as well.
Oh, it is.
Is that you'll see those people in the distance, and they're actually wearing these same glasses. So it pushes the concept of what will happen when virtual reality eventually overtakes our own, which is a future I don't see to be too far off or too skeptical about.
Now, take a look at one of the most sophisticated new VR headsets on the market, which the students have programmed with an app that allows the user to paint in 3D at life-size scale.
Now turn around. You can actually walk through your drawing and look at it from different angles. This is the virtual room.
Behind it.
Exactly. And so it creates a virtual room in which you can draw, you can move through anything. The brilliant thing about this is architects, illustrators, artists can use this to test and create things before they actually create it in life. So we're trying to develop a system in which we can accomplish goals the Denver Performing Arts Complex wants in the next stage, and we can have students execute it. So not only do they graduate with professional work, but they graduate with professional work in a center as strong and as prominent as the Denver Performing Arts Complex.
The next stage is Denver's long-term vision for the arts complex to add retail, residential, and other public spaces. The city acquired a $20,000 grant to allow CU Denver to transform this space into the Next Stage Collaborative, and it's seen as a fine beginning for the overall plan.
We have over 1 million people who come to the arts complex every year. And so whether they're theater goers or symphony goers or opera goers or ballet goers, this is a great opportunity for them to stop on their way to their show or afterwards and experience all of the great interactive, immersive pieces that are in this space.
The Next Stage Collaborative Gallery is open before most performances at the DCPA.